Confidence is one of the most misunderstood traits that everybody wants but few have. This is because it is not exactly something that can be gained in any meaningful way. It has to be original and authentic. A fake confident person will soon be caught out. Step 1. Get the facts. Confidence is not about anything that a person says or does. It is more about what a person embodies and stands for. The external actions and appearances are secondary. So if you want to build up your confidence for the long term, then you need to start doing some serious inner work. The mistake that most people make is that they try to mimic the appearance of confidence. Their spine might be straight and they might have white teeth and a new suit, but these are just external circumstances. These are really the results of confidence. You can't get confidence just by copying what confidence looks like. Developing real confidence. If you want to develop long-term, unshakable confidence, then you need to work intensively on self-development. The psychology of self-love and confidence. In this tutorial, we will investigate the psychology of self-love and confidence. Both of these traits are largely misunderstood in modern society. The psychology. Self-love is far more esoteric and difficult to quantify in comparison to confidence. Self-love is an unadulterated love for yourself in a way that is not selfish. Most importantly, the person who has a lot of respect for him or herself will not be obsessed with outside circumstances. In fact, this is the single biggest and most important point that could be made about the psychology of it all. The reactions and opinions of other people are secondary to self-love individuals. In contrast, confident individuals may be confident, but the reactions and opinions of others can sometimes throw them off. In other instances, these people may have confidence in one sphere and not confident in another. In many ways, confidence is just a subset of self-love. What's interesting is that most people who exhibit these traits would not be able to explain them. They just know that they are different from other people and do not possess the same psychological tendencies. Deep down, most people actually feel guilty and unworthy of all that life has to offer. If you could interview their subconscious, it would reply that it does not deserve happiness. This is a large part of why people do not attain huge wealth. They feel on some level that it has to be hard-earned and they need to prove themselves. Because they do not love themselves, they feel themselves unworthy of a great partner or millionaire status. Mental health habits for self-love and confidence. There are some practices that you can use to develop self-love and confidence. A gratitude journal is one of the best ways to have a happier outlook on life and appreciate your good characteristics. For best results, write down 3 things you are grateful for upon waking and before sleeping. Reframing is another excellent technique for building better confidence. Every event that happens can be looked upon as either good or bad. If it's really bad, reframe it as much as you can. It will make you stronger. Like all negative events, you can reframe anything that happens to you. Eventually, you can reframe reality until you believe that everything that happens is to your advantage, which is actually 100% true, as you are constantly learning from all events. Self-love is a somewhat vague characteristic, but it is a step above confidence. People who have mastered self-love are exceedingly rare. Number 1. Look into the face. People with high levels of self-love will be able to hold eye contact, most likely longer than you can. People who are unable to maintain eye contact are usually those who are ashamed of who they are. Shame is the opposite of self-love. Aside from holding eye contact, people with high levels of self-love will typically have a wide and honest smile and be happy in general. Those without high levels of self-love might also tend to grin instead of smile and have shadows around their eyes. They will also make unusual facial expressions and exhibit body language that is not confident or authoritative. Number 2. They are compassionate. Those with high levels of self-love are never arrogant or seek to put others down. The reasons that people engage in this kind of negative behavior is that is the only way for them to gain approval. They cannot give themselves validation, so they either need other people to approve of their actions, or alternatively, they belittle them. In contrast, self-love individuals only seek to raise others up because they do not see themselves as separate. They treat others as they would treat themselves. They are never nasty, arrogant, petty, mean, or abrasive. They exhibit genuine altruism. And seeing others develop is its own reward, the same way that adults view the growth of their children as the sole reward. Number 3. They see themselves as equal. Despite the fact that self-love people are graceful, compassionate, intelligent, confident, capable, and powerful, they don't see themselves as above anybody else. They understand that everybody is different with unique attributes. They also understand that some people just do not understand how the universe really works and might need a helping hand. This includes the energy vampires, who put others down to get their energy levels up. These vampires just don't understand what they are doing and that there is always a price to pay for negative behavior. On the other hand, self-love people can easily see that despite being equal, some people are simply better at performing certain tasks than others. This does not make them superior, just more capable of doing a certain task.